When we started, it was 33.4 acres. It was donated by John and Joyce Noble, specifically for the purpose of being a veteran cemetery. Once we got the land, the state approved the concept of having a veteran cemetery in northern Maine. This was back in 1998, and a couple of years later we got a grant for $3.4 million to develop this cemetery. The Avenue of Flags, to be honest with you, is the most popular spot in the cemetery. It replaced the POW MIA Park, which was the most popular spot prior to that. But people, I don't care where they're from California to Florida, northern Maine, Canada, every one of them come by and say, it's just breathtaking when they come into the cemetery and the Avenue of Flags, you got the flags up there. When we started the Avenue of Flags, we dedicated it in 2011, and the purpose of the Avenue of Flags was to honor deceased veterans. So what we do is we offer families, I'm going to say the privilege of raising a flag in May, and that flag will fly from May 24 hours a day through Veterans Day in honor of the particular veteran that they bought the flag for. The way we reserve the flags is that I reserve one flag for all veterans. And then the remaining 29 flagpoles, it's first come, first served. So the person that calls me and tells me my husband or my wife, sister, brother passed away and I'd like to fly a flag in their honor, I write their name down and it's first come, first served. The Rotary is raising $1,300 to buy 30 flags for us to give to families that can't afford to buy their own. And those flags are roughly $41 a piece. I would like to thank, start right off with, is the Loring Job Corps students. They're here every ceremony, including the Avenue of Flags, to do the honor guard for us. So they're very important to us. I'd like to thank Madawaska Legion Riders. They're here every ceremony to do the 21-gun salute for us, which is, people love to see those guys coming. And then as far as helping out with the Avenue of Flags, I'd like to thank all the families that come up here and fly a flag to honor a deceased veteran. But I'd like to specifically thank people like the Presque Rotary that buy flags to help out families that can't afford their own. And thanks not only to the Presque Rotary, but the Caribou Rotary, veteran service organizations, and then of course just individuals that bought flagpoles.